me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium.
Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Arizona.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ingram. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Caught by Allen. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Now, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. No, the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense for the Cardinals, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance, because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
This is fielded inside the 5. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves job that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Big guys. Big guys, big guys. Hey, Larry. Empty.
Coming left, it's Ingram. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, You just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. They come up here now, first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Pass to the right, and he's got McBride.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. Standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Fielded just inside the 30. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Inside the 20.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now 14-0.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon.
And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Throwing now is Murray.
And this one too low.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Javon Holland.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Walker will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Seahawks have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. 21-0 our score after 1. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They're going for it. It's Murray. Going deep here for Allen. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete.
These 2 teams, they met up in Seattle earlier in the year with the Seahawks coming away victorious. So a win here in Arizona would give them the season sweep.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Seahawks are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it is 28-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive, and also give them a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Running right, this is Ingram. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st.
Up the middle, Ingram. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Murray sliding out of the pocket. That's complete to McBride. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cards will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Finding Williams once more, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16, and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
It's a give to the right, Ingram.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Ingram. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Steps away.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other, because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
Being chased out left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Cards are able to cut into that deficit.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to put...
And this will be caught at the 30. And Touchdown, Seattle.
Jackson Smith-Njigba.
75 yards. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the route is on here in this first half. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Come back.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Murray looking to change the play here.
Hey, shift. Hey, almost. Hey, easy, quiver.
2nd and 13. On the move to his left.
On the check down, it's Ingram.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
To throw, it's Murray out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken around the 12.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll set up to throw.
And he's got Smith-Njigba.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
First down, Seahawks.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Complete to number 84. It's a gain of 4.
They'll throw now on the final play.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Credit for that sack goes to Cameron Thomas.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On play action, they'll throw. Under pressure, they got him again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Garrett Williams.
Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 9.
Ingram again, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Come on. Hey.
Here's Murray.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
At their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way. What else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
A gain of 15.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right.
Smith and Jigba with the grab.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
They'll set up a throw. Touchdown! A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks have got it on cruise control. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
And that flag accepted.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
On the hole, on the hole. I know sauce. Hey.
Murray now to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down.
Boye Mafe
Able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 20. And he'll be out right at the 35.
And good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
A gain of 34 yards. And the Seahawks.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Going right back to Smith and Jigba.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1.
Here's Walker.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Seahawks add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th.
Myers connects on the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory.
but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. So no gain on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Murray now.
He'll find Williams on the slant.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. And they're going to speed things up here.
Now they'll change things up.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Seattle. 63 yards.
It's a gain of 63 yards. 1st down, Seattle.
Jet sweep here, Smith and Jigba. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a 1st down. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start.
60 by 6, 60 by 6. Lightning 18.
He'll look to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, Ingram. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
And a 20th carry now for Ingram. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Here's Murray. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Murray's got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba.
Complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. Out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
This is 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Garrett Williams. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Seahawks, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.